Today we're going to talk about horizontal harmony, what the flip it is, and why it can be useful. Horizontal harmony is a compositional and analytical technique when we're looking at harmony. If you analyze harmony vertically, it tells you what the relationships between intervals in chords are and between notes played simultaneously. But if you analyze harmony horizontally, you're suddenly looking at the relationships between notes of different chords and melody notes. We're going to look today at how to analyze a chord progression horizontally and how you can make chords that might sound a little bit janky vertically sound good in horizontal context. Let's hook into it. If you play a minor 7 flat 5 chord, or half diminished 7, it can sound a little janky on its own, like this. But with a harmonic context that makes sense horizontally, it suddenly fits. This progression uses a line cliche to contextualize a B minor 7 flat 5 chord. And the main reason why this horizontal context suddenly makes sense of that minor 7 flat 5 tonality is the combination of shared and changing notes. So when we look at the note that's coming before the minor 7 flat 5, we've got an F. Now in this inversion, we've got a C on the bottom, followed by F in the middle, and then A. We're going to keep two of those notes. We're going to keep the F and the A in our B minor 7 flat 5 chord. All we're going to do is have that bottom note, that C, change to a B. It's moving a half step down while the top two notes are staying the same. Those shared notes mean that it's not a sudden surprise to our ears when we hear that minor 7 flat 5, even though, out of context, it might sound a little jarring. The other important thing is what we're leading out of in this progression, and this is where we use the line cliche. So that line cliche is going from the C to the B at the bottom of the B minor 7 flat 5 to a B flat in the next chord. So what we've got shifting here is the B becomes a B flat, but everything else stays the same. And suddenly it makes sense that we're using the B natural as a passing note to get from the C in F to the B flat in the major 7 chord. What we've got there is a minor 7 flat 5, a non-diatonic chord that suddenly fits in that horizontal context. The second 4 chord example that I've got for you here starts on a G minor 7 followed by an A minor 7. We're shifting between parallel minor 7s, right? We're going from the G minor to the A minor, and then we're going to our B flat major 7. Now with those starting 3 chords, we don't have any shared notes moving between the chords. But once we get to the B flat major 7, we're going to follow that with our B minor 7 flat 5. Now here, again, we've got the 3 shared notes and the B flat moving up a semitone to a B, same as the first progression. Chords like this can be a great source of tension, but it can be really difficult to figure out how to contextualize them. It can be a little bit daunting when you're trying to look at how to analyze harmony horizontally. But my biggest piece of advice when you're getting started with this is have a look at the shared notes and have a look at what's changing. How much is it shifting? Where's it going to? Are there inversions? Is there an inversion you can use that suddenly makes sense of it? And see what interesting harmonic ideas you can come up with by just changing 1 or 2 notes in a chord, and go from there. I hope that helps. Let me know if you've got any questions at all.